Society, the distinguished members of the Judicial and Bar Council who are now gracing this occasion, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. There is a quotation attributed to Sir Joshua Reynolds, an English painter who became the first president of the Royal Academy of London, regarding excellence, which I am sure all the workaholics in this gathering will concur with. Excellence, he said, is never granted to a man except as a reward for labor. Our honoree, Chief Justice Artemio V. Panganiban, founder emeritus of our Judicial Excellence Society, proves the inherent validity of this observation. A brilliant student, professional, businessman, and now primus inter pares in the Supreme Court of the Philippines, Justice Panganiban is the epitome of hard work. To support his studies, our Chief Justice shined shoes and peddled newspapers in his youth, and then went on to become president of one of the country's leading newspapers. He has achieved the amazing feat of maintaining a zero backlog caseload in the High Court, which is hard enough to achieve, but added to that, he has written a book every year of his stint in the High Court. Based on constitutional precepts, Chief Justice Panganiban has formulated the 4 essential judicial attributes represented by his 4 INS: integrity, independence, industry, and intelligence. This formula is simple, yet never simplistic. Easy to remember, but hard to live up to in the day-to-day life of a jurist who faces challenges at every turn: work pressures, outside pressures, logistical pressures, physical and personal limitations. Alas, the propensity to avoid challenges is so omnipresent that it may probably be considered characteristic of human nature. But there are those who dare to do the unusual, to transcend, and hence to transform human nature. These are the ones who pursue excellence, who stand out because they have risen to the challenges and overcome and prevailed. One such man is our honoree, and another was our immediately preceding Chief Justice, Hilario G. Davide Jr. Both men have demonstrated exemplary achievements and are the embodiment of excellence. They penned decisions that have defined our societal framework. They conceptualized and implemented judicial reforms that until now reverberate in the many countries represented here during the recent International Conference and Showcase on Judicial Reforms. Working closely, perhaps even interchangeably, with each other, both Chief Justices have benefited the judiciary in ways that will forever be considered their lasting legacy to this branch of government and to the nation as a whole. We are indeed fortunate to have them as our role models. Despite his stature, workload, and myriad activities, Chief Justice Panganiban has found the time to notice and commend accomplishments. As mentioned by Justice Peralta, he is a writer not only of books but also of small notes. Notes that are a source of inspiration, pride, and yes, upliftment during times that a jurist treads the valleys of disappointment. When, for example, the Court of Appeals staged a cultural extravaganza for our retiring PJ, Romy Bronner, who is over there, Chief Justice Panganiban commended the display of evident